That will be um, and it's the, the, the idea is to have some kind of enhanced live performance. So I will just give you some background on the thing, because what I have to present is really small, so at least you can understand what's going on. So the performance will be some kind of promotional event for an amateur movie, and the movie is based on this tapestry, which is quite famous in France. So it's a tapestry about the apocalypse, which is described in the Revelation book of the Bible. So the movie is very graphic, and most of the scenes are based on pieces of the tapestry. So I'll just take some examples. So this is Jesus, not known part of the tapestry. This is the great prostitute, the other one. I will go into details here. And here are the incarnations that we have for the movie. Like the great prostitute, that's Jesus. That's death. And the whole story is about this young guy living in a village who will, during the movie, get more and more crazy as his priest gives more and more scary sermons regarding the apocalypse. So he will start to see, to have visions of the tapestry. The live performance will be around a quarter, 15 minutes, and I wanted it to be, let's say, to put the audience in not the same state of mind as the main character, as this would be a bit difficult, but at least build some kind of tension during the whole performance. So I decided to put those three visions, and also the priest, and well, I'm still more or less thinking about how I'm going to build this tension, but I think that graphically we would have like the three visions being real human beings on the scene, and then behind them I would project some visuals which I would present now. So as the three characters would speak, you would have behind them, you would have all this smoke that would grow and grow more as they speak throughout the performance, building some kind of tension, hopefully. Of course, it needs a lot of tweaking to make sure that the whole screen will get filled, and also that the different colors will mix and perhaps strike together, get some kind of mixing. So, for example, this is the great prostitute in the middle, so she would be in red, of course, as you have seen previously. And as she would be talking, as you would see, it would build some kind of picture behind her. So all of this is mapped to the pitch. As you can see, the idea is that the more ominous the speech would become, and hopefully the more ominous the picture could become also. So here would be Jesus. So I would try to have different textures of smoke, and as you see, this one is spreads much less, and then I will try to think about really changing the texture itself. So I found maybe hopefully this will work. I don't know, but this is a short extract from the Revelation, and maybe I will try it right now. See how this looks like. So this would be the priest. Let's see if it's ominous enough. Then the seven angels who had the seven trumpets prepared to sound them. the first angel sounded his trumpet, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood, and it was hurled down upon the earth. And the third of it was burned up. A third of the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up. The second angel sounded his trumpet, and something like a huge mountain, all ablaze, was thrown into the sea. So it would build, as you see. And maybe at the end, possibly, we could have death coming in and painting everything in black. Like this, but it still needs some tweaking to be faster. But I guess that if I speak faster and louder, yeah, just needs some tweaking. So yeah, we would have this whole thing being filled as the characters would speak. And I don't know, maybe at the end we could just fade this into the tapestry. I don't know yet. There's still a lot to think, but that's the basic idea.
How do you choose the color or
the characters for the moment I'm mapping them to the keyboard because that's easier. But in the end I don't know. Maybe I could have some kind of USB table anyway. You know, if they have a mic, each of them has a mic. And if we have a mixing table, then maybe we would switch to metal. But I don't think it would be that much of a problem to just have someone changing as they switch, because they won't be really there won't be a lot of changing. I don't think we switch that much.
Maybe at the end you could print and give it to the audience, like so that they can take them home with them. So it will be like
the final.
Yeah, the final one.
Yeah.
Before it gets entirely black.
Yeah.
That's an idea. But I was thinking more about trying to have all this